speech recognition demo setup. I will go through best practices for using Philips Speech Exec with Dragon Naturally Speaking. First, I will cover the optimal settings for the software, and then I will give a sample demonstration. What is needed is a digital recorder, a Philips speech mic, a mobile device with the Philips Recorder app enabled, Dragon Naturally Speaking Professional version 11.5 is preferred, and Philips Speech Exec software, both dictate and transcribe. For my demonstration, I will be using the professional version. However, setup is the same in Enterprise as well. The first step is to open Dragon Naturally Speaking. I currently have my speech mic connected. Next, we will go to Profile and open User Profile to verify the correct sources are available. When you first install Dragon, you need to create a profile, which is one name for yourself, and then have multiple sources for that same name. One source is digital audio recorder, and the second is microphone USB, which will be the speech mic. I'm going to use the speech mic now, so I will highlight that and select Open. This will open that profile so I can make a few setting changes to improve the performance of Dragon Naturally Speaking software. These setting changes are found under Tools, then Options. The first tab we will work with is the Data tab. Under the Data tab, you want your disk space reserved for playback to be 1024. 1024. Then on that same tab, go down to Advanced and select Always Preserve Wave Data. Then simply press OK. The next tab will be Commands. Under the Commands tab, you want to uncheck Enable Mouse Motion Commands, as that takes a lot of computer resources when it's turned on. Also go down to Natural Language Commands. Under Natural Language Commands, you only want to select programs that you're using on a regular basis. I highly recommend unchecking PowerPoint and WordPerfect, as they are not regularly used for creating documents. If you are only using Dragon while in Speech Exec, you can uncheck this altogether. Then press OK. Next, we will go under the Hotkeys tab. In Hotkeys, you only want to have a hotkey for actions you will use regularly. Otherwise, an action will be performed by the hotkey. At times, it may not be convenient. For instance, if I do not use the correction key often, I would want to take out F1. I simply click on correction, remove the F1 hotkey, then press OK, and that will no longer operate. Do this for each of these buttons until you have the settings exactly the way you would like. Then simply press Apply and OK. Next, you want to make sure you save your user profile. That's under Profile and Save User Profile. The next thing we are going to do is create a command. In order to create a command, you will go to Tools, Add New Command. In the Command Editor screen, we want to give a name to the command. You want this to be a unique name, not something that you say in everyday content. For this, I am going to create a signature, so I will call it Marsha's signature. It is important to train the way you say this and say it consistently. I will go ahead and train it now. Marsha's signature. I am speaking into my speech mic to complete that. The next piece is in the content box. I want to put my signature, so I will simply paste it. Then press Save. Going forward, every time I say Marcia's signature, the information in the content box will be displayed. The next command I want to create is a variable template. I will go back to Tools and Add New Command. Same as I did with the previous command, I will give it a name. For this one, I'm going to create a law enforcement document, so I will call it Standard Police Template. And once again, train the name. Standard Police Template. The next step is to create the content. The easiest way to accomplish this is to add brackets around any area that is a variable. These variables you will be able to navigate using either your voice or a programmable button on the speech mic set for Next Field. By simply adding the brackets, when we get to that variable, both the brackets and the content will be eliminated. So you can put helpful information in the brackets if you prefer, such as name, instead of leaving it with a completed field. Then we want to highlight all the information and paste it into the content box for this command. After that, simply save it. And next time I say Standard Police Report, the entire content will be displayed. Again, it is important to save your user profile. And now we have completed every step in Dragon, so we can go ahead and close Dragon Naturally Speaking. Next, we will set up our dictation software. So go ahead and open up your Philips SpeechExec Dictate and clean up the screen. You want to delete any outstanding files from previous demos or archive things you are working on to make sure that it presents in a very simple manner. Then go to Settings, and we will change a few settings in the program so you are ready to use both front and back-end speech recognition. Click on speech recognition and then check to make sure it is enabled. You also want to have your profile name and the sources show up below. These should automatically be there because we created them earlier. Next, you are going to want to go into Change the color for your online recording. This way, when you're using front-end speech recognition, you can clearly see when the microphone is on, as your screen will be bright green, or whichever color you prefer to choose. We also want to make sure that the offline recognition starts automatically. What that means is when you download a file from the portable, it will go into the recognition queue, but we want it to start the queue so it's an automated process and appears very simple, which it is for the end user. Along with that, not only do we want to automate the queue, we also want to automate the process of when you connect a recorder that it will automatically download. So go ahead and check to send files to speech recognition queue, and that way they will automatically download, go to the queue, and then be turned on by the previous setting. Next, we are going to templates. These templates will be when using a digital recorder, we can have a work type. In this case, I'm going to use letter, that when I select letter on my DPM, it will also put it on the letterhead format I am selecting here. So I have a letterhead file that is an RTF file. I just need to associate those. So anytime the work type is letter, it will use that file automatically. Then click Apply to save the setting and OK, and open the transcription software. In the transcribe, I want to delete any files that are currently available. So once again, I have a nice clean screen. I will then go into the settings and be sure that I have my mobile settings correct, that I can open up a mobile dictation during my demonstration. This is set under Delivery and Email, and I have my email configured to watch Outlook and then bring any dictations that come in into my inbox of Transcribe. That is all I need to change for Transcribe, and I can go ahead and close this as well. At this point, I have the Dragon settings properly set up, along with SpeechExec Pro Dictate and Transcribe. At this point, I will give you a demonstration as to how all of these functions work together and can be used. I will start with opening SpeechExec Pro Dictate. The first item that I will cover is using my speech mic to create online dictations that I can see because I am using speech recognition as well. I like to start by using valuable content, as whatever I say during these dictations will be both seen and heard multiple times by the audience. I'm simply pressing the button on my speech mic to open the window, and then I will be able to record. I am currently dictating directly to my computer, and you will see the words appear on the screen, period. There is a slight delay as the software is listening to my complete sentence before it types out, period. New paragraph. By using Philips Speech Software with Dragon Naturally Speaking, I am able to create documents much more quickly than I could in the past, period. Improving my workflow and, more importantly, saving me time, period. New paragraph. Not only can I talk, comma, but I can also format. Exclamation point. Bold Dragon Naturally Speaking. Underline Philips Speech Software. Now I have created the document with my voice, and I have a variety of options. 1, I can go to Finish if this document is complete and has no need for correction. This is also valuable if it's a confidential document. Otherwise, I can send it for correction. This way, I can go on to my next dictation and have an assistant correct. I went ahead and selected the Send for Correction option, and I will show you from the transcribe side what the assistant will see for that document. I want to continue by creating another document. This is using a form or a variable template that I regularly fill out. Standard police template. Next variable. Robbery. Next variable. 2575. Next variable. 11:38 p.m. I am currently filling out this form using my voice. However, I'm going to switch to the programmed button on my speech mic instead. 600 James Street, Appleton, Wisconsin, 54313. John Anderson. 31812. John Anderson is currently on the loose. Other suspects are as well, period. The document is done, and once again, I can send this for correction, or I can simply complete it. Now, the value in doing this is all of the form will stay constant, and only the items in brackets were filled out. So it removed the brackets and everything in between and replaced it with what I spoke. I will go ahead and send this for correction. Next, I will move to my DPM and create a document on a portable device. The first one will be a letter. I am going to select the letter work type so it comes up on the letter template that we set up. 51212. New paragraph. John Anderson. New line. 1375 Appleton Road, New Line, Green Bay, Wisconsin, 54313. New paragraph. Dear John, comma, new paragraph. Thank you for the opportunity to let me introduce you to Philips software with Dragon Naturally Speaking, period. By using these products together, you can quickly create documents and improve your current workflow, period. New paragraph. I look forward to working with you, period. New paragraph. Sincerely, comma, new paragraph, Marcia Tyker. I have completed that dictation. I will press to start a new dictation and change my keyword to miscellaneous. I am now dictating a miscellaneous document, period. This is not associated with a template, so there will be nothing additional than the words I am speaking on the screen, period. The second dictation is also complete, so I will connect my DPM 9600 and the files will automatically download. You see them download here. One is miscellaneous and one is letter. And then the progress will the first 10% does take a little longer. It opens up the Dragon profile to match the profile of the recorder. Once these are complete, the author has nothing additional that they need to do. They have now created 2 dictations using a speech mic and 2 dictations using a digital recorder or a portable. The other option for portability is mobile, and I will go through that next. The dictation software is complete. We can go ahead and close that. And next I will go through transcribe. While the transcription software is opening, I will create a mobile dictation using the Philips Recorder app. This is a great way to be able to communicate into the office using a smartphone. I am currently creating a dictation using my mobile smartphone. This could be instruction to the office to bill a customer or for a task that needs to be complete. When I'm finished, I simply end the document and send it. I will go ahead and click Actions, and I will send this. This document will then go to my assistant and come into her email inbox, which then gets transferred into the transcribed software, which I will show you. In the meantime, let's look at the pending dictations. There are 4 dictations here, the 4 that were just created in Dictate. The first one I will open is the document that was done on the digital recorder. It was a miscellaneous document that I can play. I am now dictating a miscellaneous document. This could be proofed, any changes or corrections made, and then when complete, it could simply be finished and either copied to a clipboard or saved as a Word document if it's going into a client folder or into an archive. So I will just go ahead and save that. That one is complete, and there's 3 left. Next is the letter. This is the letter that I dictated, and as you will see, it automatically came up on letterhead because I selected the letterhead template. Again, this can be proofed and listened to, and then simply click Finish when complete. Now we are getting to the 2 that were done with the online recorder. The first one shows some different information about how Philips and Dragon work together. One value of how well the software is integrated is that we can cut a sentence out of the software and paste it at the end. And not only will the text move, but the voice will as well. Let me show you on playback. But I can also format! Exclamation point. By using Philips speech software, this is very powerful as changes to documents often need to be made. And by having the voice transfer, it helps to make sure that the profile for Dragon stays consistent and continues to improve. Again, we can complete this document. And the last will be the template. This is the one where we use the variable template, and once again, it makes it very easy for an assistant to know which parts stay the same and which are variables. I will complete that as well. The last thing I want to show you is the mobile dictation that came in. It's right here in the inbox and something that I can play.
I am currently creating a recording.
So you heard me create that document just a few seconds earlier. It transferred via email and automatically came up to an assistant. That concludes the setup and best practices for using Philips Speech Exec with Dragon Naturally Speaking. My contact details are on this slide. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions. Thank you.